Hi everyone, I'm Jane Trotter and welcome to Accelerando Piano. Today's tutorial is all about a 2-octave C major scale fingering pattern. This C major pattern is used in a whole heap of scales, so if you can get it really comfortable and very confident in your C major, then you can apply that fingering pattern onto a number of the different white key scales. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the right hand for C major, and let's put the overhead camera on so you can have a look. Now, what you want to be thinking of is the fingering around your thumb turns, and it's a really easy pattern to remember. Think of 3, 4, 3. So if I start on C, 3, then your thumb, up to your 4th finger, then your thumb, up to 3, then your thumb, all the way up to your little finger, and when you come back, you've got your thumb, 3rd finger goes over, 4th finger goes over, 3rd finger goes over. So you want to be remembering 3, 4, 3 around those thumb turns. It works the same way for your left hand. So I start on the C here, and I'm going to go up to my thumb, and I'm going to go 3 over. I'm going to go 4 over, and then I'm going to go 3 over. And same when I come back, 3, then thumb, down to your 4th finger, then thumb, 3rd finger, then your thumb. So we have that again, 3, 4, 3. Now that pattern will work on a whole different number of white key scales. So I could start on A, for example, with my right hand, and A major's got C sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. But I'm going to be using exactly the same fingering pattern. So I'm going to go 3, then thumb, 4, then thumb, 3, then thumb, right up to my little finger, back we go, 3 after your thumb, 4 after your thumb, and 3. Same deal for the left hand. Let's check it out for E major. So E major has 4 sharps, F sharp, a G sharp, C sharp, and a D sharp. But my fingering pattern is going to be exactly the same. So I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 goes over. 4 goes over after my thumb. 3 goes over. Back we go. Thumb after my 3rd finger. 4th finger, then my thumb. Thumb again. And there you go. So I've got this little resource here, which I'll put up on my website, accelerandopiano.com, and you'll be able to download that and just use that as a guide for the fingering. Now, that's all very well when it's separate hands. Let's see what happens when it's hands together, because that's a little more complicated. But there are some groovy cues, if you like, along the way to help remember the fingering for when it's hands together. So let's pop the overhead camera on again, and we're going to do C major. I'm going to start down here, and I'm going to talk it through as I go. So 3s together, that's your first cue. 3s together, that's your second cue. And then what I like to think of coming up here is 4T4. And the T stands for your thumb. So I've got my 4th finger in my right hand. Cool. Then my thumbs go on my home note. And then my 4th finger is going to come over again there, my left hand. There's that threes together again. Threes together again. And we've reached the top. Back we go. Threes together. Threes together. Here comes the 4-T-4. So my left hand, fourth finger's kicking in first. Thumbs together. 4 over in my right hand. Threes together. Threes together. And there we go. Now, that pattern works in exactly the same way as what we did for the separate hands. 2 octave scales in your other keys will work equally as well. Let's do G major, for example. So I'm going to start with the G. Threes go together. Threes go together. Here comes the 4-T-4 pattern. So 4, thumbs on home note, 4 shoots over there, threes together, keep walking up, threes together, up to the top, back we go, threes together, threes together. Here comes the 4-T-4, so 4 is coming in there just as normal, thumbs on my home note, 4 over in my right hand, and threes together, keeps walking down. So here's another little resource. I'll pop that there, and here's our 2 octave hands together patterning. So you can see there, I have my threes together as the cues, and the 4-T-4 for this bit in the middle. That's the bit I found most people find difficult, is just remembering it's around that middle turn with your thumbs to get your fourth finger on those. That's what I've come up with the 4-T-4. Now, you can see for this little note here, how you can use that fingering pattern for all your major and your minor scales, starting on these guys. So C, D, E, G, and A. So that covers a lot of them, which is really good. And you'll be able to find this also on the Accelerando Piano website. You can download that as well, along with the other one. One thing to note with the keys of B and F, which you notice weren't in that little chart, the patterning doesn't quite work for them because one hand is different. For F major, for example, it goes up to 4 for your B flat. So that fingering pattern is different. You see it finishes on 4 at the top. So we can't use the C major fingering pattern for that when it's hands together. And likewise for B major, your left hand starts on your fourth finger. And it's got 5 sharps, this one. So again, the C major pattern doesn't work for the left hand for B major, and it doesn't work for the right hand for F major. And so the threes together, 4-T-4, won't work for those ones when they're hands together. But everything else, for the white key scales, it will. So hopefully that little patterning sequence will help you with your C major scale and all those other ones as well.